We are living in turbulent times. Alfred Tennyson, the poet, describes human suffering like this: why are we weighed upon with heaviness and utterly consumed with sharp distress? While all things have rest from weariness, why do we toil all alone, the roof and crown of things? Human beings are supposed to be the crown of creation. So the poet laments why they have to suffer this much of agony. Let me present the words of Apostle Paul, and let us see how he handles human suffering. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Although cast down, but never destroyed. Paul, it's very evident from his words that he had a support system to handle his problems and his suffering. So what is the support system? Alexander the Great was all set on his conquest of Asia. So before he set out on his campaign, he called out all his disciples and gave them resources, gave them some wealth, so that their dependents and the family members will have something to sustain. So everything was done. And in the evening, Perdiccas, who was the general of the army, came to meet Alexander. He also happens to be Alexander's good friend. So he said, "Master, you have distributed all the resources to everyone. What is the reserve that you have kept for yourself?" Alexander the Great looked into the eyes of Perdiccas and replied, "Hope. Hope is the reserve that I have." Friends, during this very difficult time, this pandemic, when it's taking a toll on our lives, the only thing that we can do is to have hope, to nurture hope. They that wait upon God and look up to Him will be renewed in their strength. They'll mount like eagles. They will run. They will not be weary. They will not faint. They will walk. That is the power of hope. Power of hope which can propel you to a new level. It can put you on a different plane. That is the superpower of hope. Bank on hope. I read a story wherein there is a frog which is in the mouth of a serpent. Half of the body of the frog is in the mouth of the snake. Anytime the snake is going to gulp and swallow the frog is looking out with its froggy eyes, and then a fly comes buzzing by. The frog leaps, sticks out its sticky tongue, and tries to catch the fly. Optimism. Look at the throb of the frog to live. It never gave up. Even in the throes of death, in the stronghold of death, the frog had the desire, the passion to live. That is hope. That is robust optimism. Friends, let us hope. The Illustrated Weekly of India, many years back, had carried a beautiful article. The editor had a brainwave. He sends the reporters across the country, and he wants to find out what his countrymen were dreaming. So the reporters went far and wide. They went to the bureaucrats, the politicians, the teachers, the farmers, the auto rickshawalas, the scientists, almost everyone, the cross section of society. Their one question was, what is your dream? Do you have a hope? So the article was published. I will just talk about two people. One was a rag picker. His name is Balvinder. The reporters go to him and ask, Balvinder, you're a rag picker. Do you have hope? Do you have a dream in your life? Balvinder says, my life is miserable. I earn very little, but I have hope. I have a dream. I have 4 children at home. I'm giving them the best of the education. And I'm sure, I'm confident that these 4 children of mine will be well educated. They'll be occupying very high positions in life in future. And they are going to bring about a big transformation in our life, in the quality of our life. Yes, I have a dream. I have a hope. Then they next went to meet a young woman in the red light streets of Mumbai. Hello, young lady. What is your good name? I am Asha. How do you make a living? Asha says, my life is miserable. I live by selling my body. But I have a hope. Her eyes were really filled with hope. Her eyes were brimming with a dream. She said, soon a young man will come to me, I'm sure. And this young man will like me. He will fall in love with me. We will be married. He'll be a wonderful husband, a handsome husband to me. We will live a happy life. We'll have children. And my children will be giving them the best of the education possible in this country. And they will be attaining respectable positions. Wow, we'll be living a happy life. I'm sure, I'm confident. I'm looking forward to that day. Yes, I have hope. I have a dream. Friends, if Balvinder and Asha can have a dream in this country, you and I too can have a dream. Let's not give up our dream. Let's nurture hope. How to nurture hope? Prayer, meditation, having a good friend, connecting with nature, reading, celebrating your life, introspection, staying away from negativity, nurturing your hope. Friends, let's live with hope. Hope will carry us through. May God bless you. And please share this video with others. Thank you so much.